Hello everyone. Uh, about the respiration. So this is about the respiration. We have our previous video that is the structure of respiration, and in the second video that is the transfer of oxygen. So how the oxygen is transferred from the lungs to cells, and near the cells how it is released with the help of oxygen partial pressure, and at the same time the carbon dioxide is also effect on the release of that is oxygen, that we are called as a Bohr effect, right? The factors is very important as a Bohr effect for the release of carbon dioxide. So in this video we are now we continue on at the same topic, that is about the carbon dioxide transport. The carbon dioxide is also very important factor which is produced in our body, that is has a toxic material. So carbon dioxide is a toxic gas that should eliminated from our body. So the carbon dioxide transport is also very important to eliminate from our body by the that is different factors. So that you observe that that is so here in this picture. So see here, this is the concept of the carbon dioxide release. So in this image, you mainly observe that that is so in the cell, mainly in the cell, the carbon dioxide is released. That carbon dioxide is present at the high 50 mmHg of the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. From this 50 mmHg of the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide, the 40 mm is present in the veins, then the carbon dioxide released into the veins, and it is also released into the alveoli through the veins of the blood. So in the alveoli only 40 is present, in the veins 45 mmHg is present. So this is based on the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is high level is present at the cell to veins to that is alveoli. So means highly to low pressure of the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. So in the alveoli low pressure is present, the carbon dioxide is released. So this is the very important concept about the carbon dioxide transport. So this is carbon dioxide transport from cells to means high to alveoli means low. But how the carbon dioxide is transported? As it is, carbon dioxide is transferred from cells to lungs. Means carbon dioxide structure is samely present. There is any changes are present in the carbon dioxide structure. The gas as a gas, it is transferred from the cells to alveoli. No, because the carbon dioxide is converted into different structures that we are called as a mediate structures or intermediate structures. That intermediate structures form and it is transferred to alveoli, and then again it converted into carbon dioxide, then the carbon dioxide released from the alveoli to in the environment. So how that intermediate structures are formed, so see in this next slide. Right. So this is carbon dioxide transport. Carbon dioxide transport from cells to lungs, it is highly toxic gas. Should eliminate from our body. So this is the concept. It is should eliminate from our body. The toxic material gas is a toxic gas that should eliminate from our body. Right. So from the cells to lungs. So in the cells, the 4 ml of carbon dioxide is present in 100 ml of deoxygenated blood. So means in the veins. So deoxygenated blood means which is not contain oxygen, only carbon dioxide is present. That carbon dioxide blood, 100 ml of blood contain 4 ml carbon dioxide. At the same time, every minute the carbon dioxide is produced as a 200 ml in blood. So 200 ml of carbon dioxide is present produced in blood for every minute. So that means rapidly carbon dioxide is produced for every minute. But in our blood, in the 100 ml, it is 4 ml is present. But in our body, means in the animal body, nearly 5 liters of the blood is present. In that 5 liters means number of carbon dioxide molecules are present in our body. That carbon dioxide molecules are should removed from our body. So means it is a toxic material. So how release it means that is the carbon dioxide is formed in the intermediate stages, means intermediate molecules form as in structures. So that is very important. The carbon dioxide released into blood and transferred into lungs as follows. So means it is a 3 steps are there. One we are called as a carbonic acid. So carbon dioxide form as a carbonic acid as a 5% only. It is a 5%. The 5% carbon dioxide dissolved in plasma water form as a carbonic acid and transferred to lungs. Right? So means 5% of the carbon dioxide. When the cell is released the carbon dioxide, that carbon dioxide is dissolved in the plasma of the water. Actually in the plasma, that is 80 to nearly 90% water is present in our blood plasma. That water is ready to catch the carbon dioxide molecules and form as a carbonic acid. It's form as a carbonic acid. So that is called as a carbonic acid. So it is a carbonic acid. This is carbonic acid. So here the carbonic acid. So H2CO3 is the carbonic acid. So in the cells the carbon dioxide released by the use of mitochondria, production of the ATP from the that is basic molecules of the food materials. The mitochondria is produced oxygen and release the carbon dioxide. So the ATP is produced and carbon dioxide is released. That carbon dioxide is released in tissues that bind with water, which is present in the plasma, and that water is converted carbon dioxide as a carbonic acid, means H2CO3. This carbonic acid is formed in the plasma of the. So this carbonic acid is as it easily transferred to lungs through the blood. So that is, see here, the carbonic acid again transferred to lungs and form again reversely, that release the water molecule and form as a carbon dioxide. Finally the carbon dioxide is released in lungs. So means it is a reverse process. At the tissue level, the carbon dioxide bind with water and form as a carbonic acid, H2CO3. The plasma to the lungs of the alveoli. In the lungs of the alveoli, again the carbonic acid converted into water and form H2O, means H2O is released. That H2O is eliminated from our lungs into the environment. It is only 5% only. So this is the first intermediate formation of the carbon dioxide, only 5%. So second one, so second intermediate stage of the carbon dioxide, formation of the carbon dioxide is carboamino acid. So it is a carboamino acid, it is a 10%. So that is 10% carboamino acid is formed in the cells at the tissue level, right? So Same, the carbon dioxide is released in the tissue and it is bind with amino acid, that is RH2N, which is present in plasma, The RH2N is the amino acid, it present in plasma. This amino acid is ready to bind with carbon dioxide and finally it form as a RNHCOOH, that we are called as a carboamino acid. So the carboamino acid is formed in the cell level, right, with the help of amino acid. The carboamino acid samely transferred to lungs through the blood and it is also formed reversely again produced carbon dioxide. Their basic structure. So means carboamino acid is again reversely that is form carboamino acid and then release carbon dioxide into alveoli. See here, this is the it is also reverse process. Carboamino acid in the lungs, it form that is RH2N means carbo, that is means amino acid, and then H2O. This H2O is released into environment. So it is also reverse process. That carbonic acid also reverse process and carboamino acid is reverse process. But carbonic acid is only 5% form, but 10% of the carboamino acid is formed in the plasma. So means the percentage is very high when we are compared with carbonic acid. So this is second one. But third one, that we are called as a bicarbonate, that is called as a bicarbonate. So means as a bicarbonates. The dioxide is converted into bicarbonates. This is the major that is formation of the carbon dioxide. That is 85% of the carbon dioxide transfer as bicarbonate through the plasma and RBC. So this is very important, through the plasma and RBC. So mainly RBC, that is not in plasma, but mainly RBC is a major role for the transfer 85% of the carbon dioxide as a bicarbonate, So that is bicarbonate. Again in the RBC, carbon dioxide bind with water and form as carbonic acid with the help of one enzyme is there. That enzyme we are called as a carbonic anhydrase enzyme. So means 85% of the carbon dioxide converted into bicarbonates, right, that with the help of carbonic anhydrase. So when the carbon dioxide is converted as a initial intermediate in the bicarbonates formation, that is we are called as a carbonic acid. Firstly it is formed as a carbonic acid, then bicarbonates. The carbonic acid with the help of carbonic anhydrase. This carbonic anhydrase unstable then. So actually it is not a stable material. The carbonic acid is unstable in the RBC. Actually carbon dioxide is entered into RBC and converted into carbonic acid. So H2CO3, it is converted into H2CO3 with the help of carbonic anhydrase enzyme, and then it is not stable in the RBC, it again converted into H plus ions and HCO3 minus ions. It is also depend on the carbonic anhydrase enzyme. So means the carbonic acid is again converted to H plus ions and HCO3 minus ions. So this HCO3 minus we are called as a carbonates. It's finally formed as a carbonates. So that H plus ions, the H plus ion bind with hemoglobin. Suppose release of H plus ions bind with oxyhemoglobin, cause to release oxygen in the cell and form as a HHB ion. So from the carbonic acid in the RBC, the carbonic acid is form H plus ions. That H plus ions are very active and affect on the oxyhemoglobin. That oxyhemoglobin is formed at the lungs that are transferred to near the cells. So means the H plus ions are in the cell. At the same time, the oxyhemoglobin, which carry the oxygen, that hemoglobin is present in the cell. That H plus ions and oxyhemoglobin is samely present at the cell. At the same time, the H plus ions are effect on hemoglobin, and that hemoglobin release the oxygen into cell. So means that is, see here, the HbO2, this is oxyhemoglobin. This oxyhemoglobin is affected by H plus ions. These H plus ions are effect on the oxyhemoglobin. The HHB is formed. Then the oxygen is released into the cell. This is the very important. So this called as a that is formation of the that is HHB in the RBC or in the plasma, mostly RBC, that is 85%. So this is, and again you are observe the equations, very important equation in the cell and at the lungs level. So this carbon dioxide released in the cell, suppose in the cell level the carbon dioxide is released and it is bind with water in the RBC. So the carbon dioxide enter into the RBC and bind with RBC and form as a carbonic acid, that means H2CO3. This H2CO3 form with the help of carbonic anhydrase. The enzyme is very important. The carbonic anhydrase again form as a carbonic acid. This carbonic acid again converted into H plus ion, HCO3 minus ions. So cations and anions are formed. H plus ions and HCO3 minus ions are formed. These HCO3 ions and minus ions are that is released from the RBC, and H plus ions are again effect on HbO2. Actually, it is a HbO2, not Hb2O. This is called hemoglobin, oxyhemoglobin. So this oxyhemoglobin affected by the H plus ions, these are formed as a HHB and releases oxygen in the cell. So this is a that is very clear equations about the formation of the HHB, right? So these equations also shows clear. So this is the tissue level. These equations form at the tissue level. So means cell level. The carbonic acid is formed and also H plus and finally HCO3s are formed in the tissue level, and HHB is also formed and oxygen is also released. This is in the tissue level, but these three are at the lungs level. Means these three equations again reversely present in the lungs. Suppose the HHB is formed in the RBC, the oxygen is released, the HHB is formed in the RBC, that RBC transport to lungs through the blood. That lungs reversely form, the lungs the oxide again form as their own state. That means this is that means the HHB, the HHB reversely form H and HbO2. HbO2 means in the lungs the oxygen, plenty of oxygen is present at the 100 mm Hg, means high concentrated pressure is present in the alveoli. That oxygen definitely affect on the HHB. Then the H plus ions are released. And the hemoglobin again bind with oxygen and form as a HbO2, and H plus ions are released. These H plus ions are bind with again HCO3 minus, and this reversely form H2CO3, and the H2CO3 again form release H2O and againly carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide released at lungs level. Means in the lungs the carbon dioxide again released. So means the structure is reversely present. Where the structure is formed in the cell level, that at that level that is samely transport to lungs, and in the lungs it is reversely formed. Again the oxygen is added the HHB remove the hemoglobin, and H plus bind again with HCO3 minus, and then the HCO3 finally carbonic acid, then carbonic acid release the H2O, and carbon dioxide finally release. So this is a very important that is process present in the RBC. So you are observed. So how the RBC form this H plus ions and HCO3 minus means, this is very important, that is formation of the carbon dioxide in the intermediate states or intermediate molecules. So actually these are easily not easily transferred to lungs. Again here some process is present in the RBC, mainly in the RBC. So why? Because means uh, in the RBC, that is the RBC, when the HCO3 minus are increased, when the HCO3 minus are increased in the RBC, and H plus ions also increased, because the carbon dioxide molecules are very high in RBC. So that converted into H plus and HCO3 minus. These H plus are bind with hemoglobin, and HCO3 minus are also released into plasma. But HH is increased, that is in the acidic state, so means it form a acidic level. So the RBC is not safe for this increase of the H plus ions. The H plus ions are increased in the RBC, that is effect on the RBC structure. So that's why some process is present in RBC. So in the equation we are discussing as a equations we are discussed in the previous slide, but that is not easily transferred to lungs. In the RBC some process is present. That process is discovered by one scientist that we are called as a Hamburger. That Hamburger proved the that is a main important factor for the transfer of RBC as a intermediate state. So here the major role is there, that is chloride. The chloride is very important role in the Hamburger law, that we are called as a Hamburger law based on the scientist name. So the important role is chloride, that's why we are called as a chloride shift is RBC. So how the chloride is shifted into RBC means, that is see here, that is the carbon dioxide released in the cell or tissues level, that carbon dioxide is entered into RBC. So this is RBC. The RBC is containing water molecules also. These water molecules, this carbon dioxide form as a H2CO3, that we are called as a carbonic acid. This carbonic acid is formed with the help of carbonic anhydrase, that we are called carbonic anhydrase enzyme. That carbonic anhydrase enzyme convert the carbon dioxide water into H2CO3, means carbonic acid. This carbonic acid is unstable in the RBC, means it is within short period it is converted into that is HCO3. It is converted into HCO3 and H plus ions with the help of again carbonic anhydrase, means unstable carbonic acid is again converted into HCO3 minus and H plus ions. So this HCO3 is not that is present in the RBC. It is that is come out from the RBC, from the plasma membrane of the RBC. So it is eliminate from the RBC into the plasma. But H plus ions are increased their number when the carbon dioxide is added into the RBC. The H plus ions are increased. These H plus ions are effect on the hemoglobin structure. Actually it is a cell, we are discussed in the cell level, means the hemoglobin contain oxygen, that is HbO2. So these H plus are effect on the hemoglobin, then the hemoglobin is released as a Hb plus oxygen. So then this H plus ions are bind with Hb, and form as a form as a form as a HHB, form as a HHB. Finally, they form as a HHB. This is so it is the H plus bind with HB. The oxygen is released into the plasma, into the cell. It is bind and form as a HHB. So this is very important. The formation of the HHB is a acidic state, but the HCO3 is released into the plasma. That should form as a base state. So means the RBC getting acidic state means the highly concentrated volume is increased. At the same time, our blood plasma is also neutralized that acidic state. So that's why our plasma is containing number of NaCl and KCl. NaCl and KCl that we are called sodium chloride and potassium chlorides. So this is sodium chlorides and potassium chlorides. Here also potassium chloride is also very important. So the sodium chlorides are converted into sodium plus Cl minus, chloride minus. So when the H plus HB is increased in the HB is increased in the cell, HHB is increased in the cell, RBC cell, the help of H plus ions, this is going to be acidic state. At the same time, plasma is should neutralize that acidic state. So that's why the plasma getting release the H plus ions and Cl minus ions. So the Cl minus ions are enter into again RBC and bind with H plus ions, because H plus ions are increased. Some H plus ions are bind with hemoglobin and form as a HHB, but number of H plus ions are formed because number of carbon dioxide is enter into RBC. So then that H plus ions are increased, that H plus ions are neutralized by the gain the Cls means transfer of the chloride ions. So these are the transfer of the chloride ions. So these chloride ions are transferred into H plus ions, into RBC and bind with H plus ion and form as a acidic state means HCl. So it is a acidic state. It is also very dangerous to the RBC structure because the RBC will be going to be destroyed or it is going to be damaged. So that prevention, for the stop that prevention, for the stop that increase of the HCl, the again the HCO3 minus are released into the plasma and they are bind with Na plus and finally they form as a NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate, or potassium is also there, NaCl, KCl. Some KCls also released and Cl also released. This KCls also form with the help of CO3 that we are called as a potassium bicarbonates. So majorly sodium bicarbonate is formed in the plasma. That sodium bicarbonate when increased in the plasma, the HCl of the RBC is going to be neutralized. Not means here the sodium molecules are sodium bicarbonate molecules and HCl molecules are their number is equal. That called as a equilibrium is status is present between the plasma and that not effect on the RBC. So means RBC is neutralized. So this is the very important concept. So how this neutralized form in the blood between the plasma and RBC means the entry of the Cl into the RBC. The entry of the Cl into the RBC is very important. So, but one thing is there, that is only Cl minus ions are enter into RBC, or come out from the RBC. The RBC plasma membrane is only permeable to minus ions. The plasma membrane transferred only minus ions from the RBC to plasma or plasma to RBC. So means when the chloride ions are entered, they are entered into the RBC. The RBC is neutralized and they contain the carbon dioxide is present as a in the plasma as a NaHCO3 means sodium bicarbonate. the carbon dioxide present as a sodium bicarbonate in plasma with the help of RBC, with the help of enzyme, that is carbonic anhydrase enzyme. Right, this is very important. So that's why we are called as a chloride shift. This is called chloride shift. The Hamburger says that the chloride is very important for the that is maintain the pH level in our blood when the carbon dioxide is formed as an intermediate stage as a sodium bicarbonate. So that's why they called as a chloride shift or Hamburger law. So this is at the cell level. We have discussed it only at the cell level. Suppose this type of RBC means this same as it is the RBC is transferred to lungs, but in the lungs it is reversely present. Suppose now this RBC is from this cell to lungs is it is transferred from the cells to lungs. In the lungs, this process is completely reverse. So how it is reverse means, uh, see here, already the HCl is formed in the RBC, and here sodium bicarbonate or some potassium bicarbonates are there. From this HCl, when the at the lungs, near the lungs or alveoli, the HCl's again released Cl into the plasma, Cl minus, and then form as a, suppose it is a lung, at the lung the Cl, HCl or HHBs are there in the RBC. The HCl is released as a H plus ions and Cl minus ions, that is RBC, sorry, in the plasma. The H plus ions are released, and again this H plus ions, and at the same time the sodium ions also released from the sodium bicarbonate. Then that sodium bicarbonate is form as a Na plus and HCO3 minus. This HCO3 minus are enter into the RBC same, and they are bind the H plus ions, the HCO3 minus finally bind and form as a finally H2CO3. This H2CO3 is again release the H2O, and when the H2O is released, the carbon dioxide is also released into the lungs, and it is from the outside lungs to outside of the environment. So this is process is reversely present. The chloride is again enter into the plasma. At the same time, the sodium bicarbonate HCO3 and sodium plus ions bind with Cl and form as a that is NaCl. Again NaCl is formed here. Then the HCO3 is again enter into the RBC through the plasma membrane of the RBC, and already H plus ions are present. That H plus ions and HCO3 minus ions again bind and form as a H2CO3. That H2CO3 is form H2O ions and same carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide released into the alveoli of the lungs. Right, this process, reverse process, is with the help of carbonic anhydrase, that we are called as a carbonic anhydrase. The carbonic anhydrase is very important. So that finally we are observe that the RBC is not transferred only oxygen from lungs to cells. It is also transferred the carbon dioxide in cells to lungs as a 85%. Right now? Yes or no? So everybody know that only RBC is transfer the oxygen into the cells. Means hemoglobin transfer the oxygen into the cells. But not only that, the RBC also 85% of the carbon dioxide is transferred with the help of RBC to eliminate the carbon dioxide. Right? Major part of the carbon dioxide is again transferred by the RBC. So that's why the importance of RBC is very important. If the any RBC disorders are present in our body, the carbon dioxide is not easily eliminated from our body, and at the same time the oxygen is also not added to our cells. So this is very important major role of the RBC, right? So this is the alveoli, the carbon dioxide is released, right? And again, when the carbon dioxide is released at the lungs, when the carbon dioxide is at the same time, the Hb is also present in the RBC. This Hb is gain the oxygen and finally form HbO2, that we are called as a oxyhemoglobin, and that RBC gain oxygen and transfer the oxygen to the cells. So this is very important role about the RBC, right? So this is called as a bicarbonate, this is called as a chloride shift or Hamburger law, right? So this is about the carbon dioxide transport. The carbon dioxide is transported into mainly in the three types. One we are called as a carbonic acid as a 5%. That carbonic acid is formed in the cell level, and it is in the, that is lungs. That is mainly 5% only carbonic acid is transferred. And a second one is that is carbo amino acid, that is it is 10% of the carbo amino acid is transferred. So this is carbo amino acid is formed in the at the cell level, right? So again in the lungs it is converted into same position of the carbon dioxide. So this is also very important, second one. And third one is very important, that is bicarbonates. The 85% of the that is carbon dioxide is converted into bicarbonates, that is means sodium bicarbonate or potassium bicarbonate. We are discussed in the chloride shift. So the major enzyme is very important, that is carbonic anhydrase. This is very important, and H plus ions also very important, and bicarbonate is also very important, and HHB also very important in the formation of carbon dioxide transport, in the formation of bicarbonates. So this is also very important, and these equations are very important. The that is formation of the carbonic acid, that carbonic acid is converted into H plus ions and CO3 minus ions, H plus ions and CO3 minus ions, and H plus ions effect on the oxyhemoglobin, and oxygen is released, and H plus ions bind with H hemoglobin. This is very important. Three equations are very important. So this is chloride shift. So we are already discussed in the chloride shift. So in the exam point of view, they ask as a long question, describe the carbon dioxide transport, or describe the chloride shift or Hamburger law, and what is the major role of the chlorine in the carbon dioxide transport, right? So this is very important. And also one thing is there, that is plasma is very important to the formation of Na plus and Cl minus, right? Na plus Cl minus is formed, that Cl is enter into the chloride, and the sodium is bind with the bicarbonates. For the neutralize the blood volume, the pH is going to be neutralized with the help of sodium bicarbonate and Cl minus ions. So this is very important in the transfer of carbon dioxide, right? Thank you.